Hi, my name is Todd McCracken. I've been racing chuck wagons up in the WCA for 5 years. I started out running chariots. I wasn't born into this game, so I could only afford a couple horses at a time and a chariot and a horse trailer and a Canadian Tire $400 garage as a barn, and I worked my way up to the chuck wagon. And I raced chariots for 2 years, and then I purchased a few more horses, and lots of drivers helped me out. They were willing to lend me horses, or Kirk Sutherland helped me out a lot. When I got short of horses, he always had something I could put in to get me through the year. And I carried on to today, where I'm packing 12 horses here, and I got 2 young ones at home that I'm training, and hopefully we carry on. I try to buy a couple horses in the fall and try to drive them around the farm and just get a feel for them, let them know me know them, and then I turn them out and just let them be a horse, and then hopefully one of them looks like they're going to be the prospects to fill the hole that I need, or an up-and-comer for something that's getting older or a little slower, and so I try to give them a pretty gentle year the first year and maybe just expose them to a few races, and then the second year is when I really depend on them. I've actually only had 3 horses that didn't work out for me so far, and one of them actually I sent to Kirk Sutherland, and he went back as an outriding horse and he worked really good for Kirk. One of them I traded to the girls. They took him as a jump horse, and he went on to have a pretty good career as a jumping horse. And the third one turned into a saddle horse. He's actually chasing cows right now, and he turned out really good. So it worked out good. And I do have a couple at home. I got some older boys that I retired, and they're just basically pets around, just like the dog. And I use them for training the young ones a little bit now and again, and then they just basically eat hay and be friends. That's it. All my brothers, my sister, my parents, the cousins and uncles and aunties, they all take turns feeding when I'm at work, and brushing horses and hooking horses, and I had some good friends come out and help me hook. Tyson and Christy come, and I help them with their chariot get going, and they help me hook my wagon horses, and Herb and Myrna Simpson come out quite a bit and help me a lot, so I got lots of support. And the family does a lot, because I got to work steady to be able to do this, and the horses are probably checked 3 times a day. They're fed, they're played with, and my wife being a vet, they get a little extra attention as far as the doctoring, so yeah, they really help me out a lot. Well, this year I was very lucky. In the tarp auction, I had a different sponsor pretty well every show, except for Silvertip Oilfield Services. They took me for 2 shows, and they've been very good to me too, and they sponsored my chariot a fair bit along the way, and actually it was really good. I got to meet lots of new people and exposure to lots of different sponsors, and no, it was really good, and every one of them played a pretty key part in helping me get down the road, keep the horses shoed and in peak shape. Well, this season I was a little hit and miss. I made some driver errors a little early and put too many green horses together and hit a few barrels, and maybe didn't have the start that I should have, but now they're really coming together, and I think next year I should have a pretty strong bullpen. I was short a left leader for most of the year, and one of the colts stepped up and really decided he's going to work there, so I'm looking forward to having him there in the roster all year next year. I'd really like to thank the other drivers, as well as the behind the scenes staff of the WCA. They do a lot of work to make it possible for us to do this, as well as our sponsors. Without the corporate sponsors and our individual sponsors, we wouldn't be able to go out here and do this. They're a big part, so I'd just like to say thanks to all them.